about 6:18 and time now for What's Trending. A couple got stung by a huge renovation bill when they discovered nearly 500,000 bees in their walls.
Oh.
When a couple purchased this 1872 Pennsylvania farmhouse, they knew it needed some work. But what they didn't know is a colossal colony of bees were hidden inside the home's walls, and that would result in a complete gut job. The couple said they were aware there were bees in the home, but once expert Alan Latanzi started removing those wall panels, he found those nearly 500,000 bees, estimated to have been there for some 35 years. 3 colonies were safely relocated to Latanzi's bee farm, but the couple now face a stinging price tag of $12,000 for the removal and resulting reconstruction. And, I get the charm of getting an older home and everything like that, but I think you got to do a little research beforehand too, even especially knowing that they had bees in the home. I can imagine it was more than a few, flying around in there with all of those millions and millions in the walls. But at least glad that they discovered that before they maybe fully moved in.
Yeah, I don't understand. I need to know the whole process because, okay, my mom's a real estate agent, so I kind of see, what you go through. But it's just like, were you not in the house long enough to see, more than a few, like maybe like 10 bees, and you knew that was like some? I think that's a lot for me. Yeah. So I would not want that.
Yeah, if you see multiple bees somewhere like that, you gotta be suspicious that maybe there's a nest somewhere, there's some kind of constant activity where they're showing up repeatedly, or even just one showing up in the same spot. I would get suspicious right away. But yeah, my goodness. But either way, when you think about it too, you're helping nature out. Those bees were safely relocated, and now they can produce honey in a safe space too, because on top of the bee and the honey stuff, what is it? If I get other critters inside the walls too, maybe animals trying to go after it, or even insects.
Who knows? Ugh. Well, speaking of bees, meanwhile over in Virginia, state officials are making pleas for more bees. A government program is offering free equipment to residents willing to build beehives near their homes. Officials say Virginia has been losing 30% of its bee population yearly due to disease and pests, which stings because bees are crucial pollinators for both crops and trees. The program, which ends soon, aims to front the cost for aspiring amateur beekeepers to help with this pollinator population problem. And that's really interesting there. It's funny how we're, transitioning from somebody who wanted to get rid of them to somebody to a program that wants more of them. But it's really good that they're taking this precaution here, because we, tend to forget. I know they're scary little critters and they sting, but they are very much needed for the environment.
Right, we talk about it all the time up here, especially in protecting our pollinators. There's various groups that try to do education on that all the time throughout the year, and it really is important, across our entire country, because bees are a huge factor in that. And it's also kind of a fun hobby too. I had a Spanish teacher back in high school who also did beekeeping on the side, and he really liked it. And I think it would be a fun thing for people to take up, especially during this time when people are still really trying to find new hobbies throughout the pandemic and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and back in my reporter days too, I did a story at Hanson's Honey Farm, not too far away here in Rhinelander, and kind of cool to get up close and personal with bees. Of course, me being a chicken, basically, because I'm kind of afraid of bees. I did have a bee suit on, but it was just kind of cool. They were just very tame, and European honeybees can be very chill like that, and it's just cool to kind of see how bees work too to help us out. So yeah, if we can help nature out, that's a good thing. But meanwhile though, here's something you probably won't turn your nose at unless you're a vegetarian. Ikea announced Tuesday that it has a candle that smells like the retailer's iconic Swedish meatballs. It's called a Hoover Drawl, and it's available in Ikea's store-in-a-box package aimed to recreate the sensory experience of being inside of an Ikea. The package, which includes the meatball candle, is a part of a sweepstakes honoring the 10th anniversary of Ikea's U.S. Family Rewards program. If you're interested in the meatball candle, the store-in-a-box sweepstakes starts Friday and goes through August 22nd. I've only been inside an Ikea once, and that was a long time ago, at least as far as my memory is concerned. And I will say, a pretty cool store, though. I would need to go back inside again and really kind of understand this full idea.
Yeah, right. Well, what a way to mark 10 years, though, right? Like coming out with a meatball scented candle. Certainly, probably generating a lot of attention. That certainly got our attention this morning. But those meatballs look pretty good. I don't know if I would rather like have the actual meatball smell or have the candle smell? I'd have to give it a scent.
Yeah.
I'd give it a smell.
I think it would depend on the mood, though, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I love meatballs, but I don't know
too.
if I would want my house to smell like hot meat.
Yeah.
Like maybe-
It might make you hungry all the
Yeah.
time. But
Oh,
yeah, that would be interesting, though.